So last summer I built this drill charging storage station, and I had it in the back corner, and it did a pretty good job holding everything except for the fact that it was in the back corner. And I found that a lot of times I wouldn't turn back and walk back over to the corner and restore things. I would just leave it laying on the assembly table in the middle of the shop, and things would get in the way. So what I've done here is built an overhead storage unit for drills and nail guns and such, with multiple slots, so that I have room for not only future purchases, but also it doesn't really matter, since I have extra slots, exactly where something goes back. So if I have multiple ports, then I figure I'm more apt to just reach up and store it overhead as part of the process. As you can see in the fake little demonstration here, that everything is fairly accessible from one side of the table. Overhead, one of the things I had to account for was the roll-up shop door. So I built a bracket that allowed the shelf to hang in midair, and the door would be able to open up without colliding. It gets close, but it's a pretty neat little fit, and that shelf hangs low enough that some things are able to sit up there, some small finished containers, glue bottles, such as that. And what I have is just a shelf for battery charger storage, place to clip an extra lamp, since it does block that backlight just a little bit for my table saw. Not that I do a lot of nighttime cutting, but you can see a lot of different little common use items just sitting on the shelf here. And everything is just straight screwed together, or a couple of pocket holes in some places that I couldn't figure out a better way to do it. I even run the shop airline up and over, and I have a 2x4 that is kind of a spine for that 1/2-inch plywood panel. Some screws a little too long there, but I can fix that. And they just hang from 2 of the rafters in the shop, and it's fairly easy to get to from the end as well, which from that first side that I was at a minute ago, and this end is where I do most of my work. So from either side it's fairly easy to get to, and I thought that would make it a pretty convenient way, at least of utilizing it. And I don't use the third side because my dust extraction system sits there. And the reason I'm taking this cabinet down is this back wall is about to get a big redesign for some new shelving cabinet system, and it's going to mean that I have to take that drill charging station out. But that is in a future video.